What's going on, guys? Devin from ReefDudes. Today we have on Ike from Current USA. How are you doing today, Ike?
Good. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. So today we are checking out some of the new reef lighting from Current USA. Now, back in the day, I've used your guys' lights on when I was hardcore into the planted tanks back in the day. So I
Okay.
didn't actually know all the reef lights, so I just discovered these recently, so it's pretty cool to see you coming out with them.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so the one behind you, that's the first one out in the game. That's the 52 watt one.
Yeah. So this is the 52 watt. It's called the R24. It's got 24 LEDs in it. Um, this is the first of a series. We'll have a 90-watt one coming out probably close to the end of December, beginning of January.
Nice.
Uh, but the R24 is, like I said, the latest one, and it's been doing really well lately.
Oh, excellent. So on that one, what size of tank would you say that's for?
So this is more for like a nano tank, unless you use multiple units.
Hmm.
Um, for like SPS corals, to give you an idea, it's got a 20-inch by 20-inch spread, and I've got the light mounted 6 inches above the tank. And at that height, you're getting about 100 par at the bottom of the tank.
Nice. That's a good
So
place to be.
bigger tank, and you were doing softies, you could do multiple lights.
Hmm.
If you've got even like a shallow tank or an all-in-one, these are the perfect light for it. The 90 watts will be more for a bigger tank, like this is a 70-gallon we have behind us, and
Nice.
that's got the 90-watt units on it.
Oh, very cool. Oh, so those are the 90s behind you.
Yep, yep.
Nice. Now, are they physically the same size or are they bigger for the 90s?
Yeah, no, they're physically the same size.
Ah, very compact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got turned down. These are at like 5% right now, just so it doesn't look like a Windex tank.
Yeah.
But physically, they're the same size. We do mount them a little differently. The 52 watt we actually sell with the flex arm,
Hmm.
so it comes with a flex arm that just clamp right onto the tank.
Yeah. Nice.
And if you've got a rim tank, we do sell a stand mount, and you can mount this directly to the stand, and it gives you the ability to raise it up and down,
That's cool.
as well as swivel it and everything. But the 90 watt, this is a new mounting system that we have, and it's got swivel brackets on it. So you can actually take the light and you can swivel it front to back
Nice.
or side to side.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can bring it forward, point them back, or you can angle the ends. It's just a very clean, minimal way to mount
Yeah.
them.
I like how there's only one post in the middle too. That looks pretty slick.
Yeah, we're pretty big about I guess what we call the wife factor, or the style factor, trying to minimize everything.
Hmm.
So it really makes it nice that you can hide all the cables and everything, keep it real clean.
Yeah, aesthetics for me, it's a big chunk of it, anyways. It's
Yeah,
got to look good, right? It's your living room art.
sure. It's got to look good.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a question in the chat. I see Current already answered it, but if they're passive or fan cooled, so there's a heat sink with the fan on it inside.
Yeah, there's a heat sink, and they are passively cooled. It's completely aluminum. There's no plastic with it.
Mhm.
So the fan rarely runs on the 52 watt, but even the 90 watt doesn't run very often.
Yep.
And everything's replaceable on it. So if you need to ever change it up, it's easy to do.
Nice. That's awesome. So good feature proof. Okay, so
Yeah.
now the physical size of it is 5 by 5, I believe, right?
Yep, that's
Yep.
correct.
And so the 90 watts is the same size.
Yeah,
So
5 by 5.
oh,
Yep.
that's pretty cool. You
Yep.
packed it in that tiny little
Yeah,
form factor.
really wanted to keep it in that same kind of compact footprint.
No, very cool. Now, what's the rough price point on like the 52 and the 90 watt?
The 52 is the light itself runs about 240, and then if you get the stand mounts or the flex arm mount, it's around 270. The 90 watt should be about, to give you an idea, 329 with the arm mount,
Nice.
but it should still be under that $300 price point for the 90 watt light.
Yeah, that's an awesome price point for a good chunk
Yeah.
of wattage.
It include the swivel bracket.
Mhm.
We just need to get the main bracket for whichever size tank you have, and then we'll have a hanging kit that you can use as well.
Oh, very cool. So I know a couple questions we're gonna get.
Sure.
I guess first of all, with the 90 or the 52, you're saying you get about 100 par at the sand bed. How deep down, or what size of tank would that be in?
Yeah, the 52 watt. This is actually 24 inches. So you go much higher, you're going to start to lose it a little bit.
Mhm.
The on the 90 watt, you could probably go 30, 35, but you could do like a 30-inch, 32-inch deep tank,
Yeah.
still the light 6 inches.
Nice.
The 90 watt, I know we have mounted 6 inches above the tank behind me,
Mm-hmm.
and at the sand bed here at like 280 par.
Oh, so tons.
But this light is very blue spectrum, so there's only a handful of whites in it.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you turn the whites down, it doesn't really change the par very much. Just drops it a little bit.
Yeah. Nice.
So this is really for SPS guys.
There's a lot of them out there. No,
Yes,
it's a slick looking system, and I'm actually pretty impressed too with like the price to par and all how much juice is coming out of them.
yeah, and a lot of it had to do with where it's solid aluminum. I mean, it's like we wanted to make something that was real marine grade kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that aluminum, the fan barely runs on it.
Ah, that's awesome. Nice big chunk of passive cooling on there.
Yeah, and keeping them quiet for, like I said, the wife factor. Make sure it's clean and quiet.
No, that's good. Makes me happy too. So how are they for controllability? I guess how many different color channels or what can you control on it to tune the
So
color?
there's channels, and we have two different forms of control you can get. It's Bluetooth, so comes with an app, and I can, dial up the colors. You can actually control the pumps with this as well.
Nice.
So you can do it Bluetooth, or we're kind of known for infrared. And while a lot of high-end guys, kind of, I don't know, poo-poo it, say, oh, that's antique. There's a lot of people who really come home and they just want to relax in front of their tank and they want to turn their phone off. And the IR is bulletproof. I mean, it works very well and it keeps things very, very simple.
It's nice that you have both, right? So you can use a phone app or just pop out the remote.
Yep, and everything's modular, so you can connect it. You can connect multiple lights. It's very, very simple to use, but easy to expand on and upgrade as well.
No, very cool. Now, is this part of like the current loop system? Is that
It
separate or okay?
No, yeah, it works on the loop system. Yep, so everything will work together.
Okay, now I'm fairly new to the current loop. I know bits about it, but for everyone on here, do you want to explain exactly what this system is?
Sure. It basically allows, it's Bluetooth, not Wi-Fi, and it basically allows your all of your lights, your wave pumps, your DC pumps, and water temperature. It all runs on one app. And with Bluetooth will only connect to one device. So with a lot of aquariums, a lot of big ones especially, there's a lot of noise on the power lines. And what happens is when you're trying to connect multiple devices Bluetooth together and create like a mesh network, sometimes the devices will drop off that network. These are all wired together. It's all controlled via a single Bluetooth controller.
Yep.
So it just makes it very reliable and simple.
Nice. No, very cool. A few people in the chat just saying too, love the remote idea. I appreciate that there's both. It's nice sometimes just push that button and done.
It still is really popular. It's very simple to use. It's not a lot of settings and stuff in it. You can control up to 3 wave pumps in it. It's got feed mode. It just keeps things real simple. Comes with a little digital display that you can mount. And like I said, we have a lot of customers who just want simplicity, and they come home and they don't want, to have their phone on.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the other thing is too, I know sometimes like you have wet hands on, and you're trying to use a touch screen or something, it just doesn't work very well. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, even for me, I have freshwater. I prefer the remote just because you come home and you're tired of getting text messages or kids calling you and all of that. You just want to go home and relax. And the marine customers aren't quite as much into the effects as freshwater customers are, where we have rolling clouds and all that. We do have all that built into the loop system, but the freshwater guys really do kind of get more into it.
Yeah. Okay. Now honestly, I set a schedule and forget it, other than like, and I'm live streaming, I warm up all my lights so it doesn't mess with my green screen. But aside from that, it's let it do its thing.
Yep.
Marcus was asking, how high do you mount the lights off the water? Like, what's the recommended height?
6 to 8 inches.
Okay.
You can, with the 90 watt, you can go much higher because you're probably going to dial them down anyway. But the 52 watt, I wouldn't go much higher than the 8 inches.
Okay. So it's a pretty good thing. Now,
yeah, and with the flex arm, you know, you've got that adjustability. It's really easy to move it around.
Now, for how many you need on a tank, I know it always depends, but in general, would you say one every like 18 to 20 inches, or what's a good kind of way?
52 wide, it's got a spread for SPS of 20 by 20. So, you know, a 4-foot tank, if you're doing SPS, you're probably going to want 3 of them. Even on a deeper tank, you're probably going to want 3 of them. 3-foot tank, 2 of them. And then I'd say one light will do, you know, maybe a 30-inch, you know, mixed reef. But we try to really, it's kind of like every 20 to 24 inches, one light.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually how the cube style lights are sized.
Exactly. Now, other question with depth wise, now, cause I know the other consideration in too, like you'd want the 90 watt if you have a deeper tank.
Right.
What depth would you say it's kind of good for on the 52 and the 90 watt?
The 52 depth wise, I wouldn't go much higher than like a 24-inch tank. It's really the 52 watts perfect for 20-inch or shallower.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, a lot of all-in-ones like the Innovative Marine all-in-ones, or I think Waterbox probably has them. They're usually a little more shallower. That's the perfect light for it. They're usually a little bit more narrow as well. But when you get into a full-blown SPS, something 20 inches that's deeper than that, I would go with a 90 watt. I wouldn't go much deeper than probably 30, 32 inches on the 90 watt. That's
still a good chunk of depth.
So. Yeah, it definitely still is. We have they're 80-degree lenses on them, in case anybody asks. And we do have UV LEDs inside of them.
Nice.
And we actually have a proprietary, it's a silicone lens that goes over the UV LED, so it doesn't degrade over time. So a lot of people the UVs, they'll end up like changing the plastic a little bit, and they get a little cloudy. Ours are silicone, so that won't happen.
Very cool. Yeah, I've seen that on many lights where it just deteriorates if it's the closer it is to the true UV spectrums.
Yeah, and UV has really low penetration already, so you don't want to cloud it up. You want to make sure it's getting, you know, optimum efficiency on it.
Exactly. Now, on that, actually, one question. What spectrum or what nanometer of UV is it? Because I know that one comes up a lot. And
it's 400 to 405.
Okay, nice. And is there a couple of people asking in the chat if there's a spectrum graph for the lights as well?
Yes, we have it up on our website. I can
see if I can find it.
You can see it on there, but it gives you an idea. But we have it up on the website. But definitely, it's much higher in the blue spectrum than most of our lights. This is for, like I said, SPS guys.
Yeah.
Dialing down the whites, to give you an idea, only changes the par maybe 15, less than 20%.
So all those blues and UVs are your juice.
Yeah, we do 400 to 405. It's 415 to 420, and then a 445 to 450.
Okay, nice. Awesome. That sounds pretty good so far. Now, you said there's some other stuff coming, so I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll have the 90 watt. We have some, we'll have a lot of different mounting systems. We're really big on making it flexible for customers to mount the lights. And we'll have some higher output stuff. You know, our sister company is Ecozotic, and we make a lot of lights for public aquariums.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing some, using the same type of housing, some multi-chip LED. Those really similar to like what you see in like a Red Sea light or a Kessel light. Yeah. We're kind of known for those, but you know, those are a little bit more like single color. There's not a lot of adjustability in them.
Nice. I actually really like those Eco Exotic bars. Those were good.
Yeah, we will be coming out with some longer bars, and then actually the 4-foot tank here will be coming out with all-in-ones this spring.
Oh, very cool.
Coming out with all-in-one aquariums, and you know, we have a Serene aquarium, which is 65 gallons, and when we ship it, it ships completely assembled. The stand, the plumbing, everything.
Nice.
And done really well for us, and we're going to be doing the same with marine. So when the 4-foot tank arrives, it's pre-plumbed, it's assembled, it's ready to go.
Oh, that's you can't get easier than that. Add
Yeah,
a light and a pump, and you're
the
done.
goal, right, to make it easy. We've set one up at one of the local aquarium shops, Reliant Aquarium, and we took it down, and in less than 20 minutes, the whole tank was up, running, ready to go.
Wow, that's impressive. I've spent hours building stands in my life. Hours.
Yeah, hands are always kind of a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now will those kits, are they tank and that? Are you going to do complete kits that come with like pumps and wave makers and lights, everything? Whole package?
Wave makers, lights, the sump, it'll be the whole thing, all controlled via the app. Yeah.
No.
So they should be out in spring.
Oh, awesome. So pretty soon.
It will be like a 20-inch cube, and then we'll have all the bigger sizes as well.
Oh, very cool. It's good. It's a really easy way for someone to get into it.
Yeah, and we found really with Serene too that there's a lot of customers who don't have a local reef store, and some customers don't want to, put the stand together. So including everything put together just helps us with, water testing it and all that, but just makes the installation easier.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
So, scrolling through the chat, love the Serene systems. The background light is amazing.
Yeah, lights are really popular right now.
That does look really cool. I've actually only seen one marine tank where someone's done that though. So you'll have to experiment more on the saltwater side.
Yeah, I've seen, there's one marine guy who did a reef tank. It was really nice. And then we did one at one of the Reefapaloozas as well. The hardcore coral guys really won't like it because the colors, it kind of blends in a little bit. Like you're so used to a black background in that, the dichotomy of colors there. But the reef tank that I saw with the background light, when he had it on like the fire red color, it really did look cool.
No, you beat me to it on this one. Just sometimes when I'm taking coral photo shots, when you get like that golden hour of the sunset and you get that orangey glow in the background, contrasting against like the blue and stuff, it really pops and looks really cool. So.
Yeah, and you can, with the beauty with that background light is, especially with freshwater, if you have a red fish, you put the blue background, you can really get that contrasting color. Mm-hmm. With the reef, we just haven't experimented enough with it. We set up like 2 or 3 tanks with it, and there's still a lot of people who have marine fish only tanks. It looked just amazing. But the part of the idea with that background light actually came from marine tanks, where in a public aquarium, they'll shine blue light on a wall and they want to make it look like it's an infinite shimmer effect. Mm-hmm. And part of what we were doing with it. And with certain fish, it just looks amazing.
Ah, that's very cool. Huh, I like it. There's lots of cool stuff you can do with this. So,
yeah.
All right. Loves the dope tank in the background. They like your background tank. Is that?
Yeah, we're really excited to start populating it here soon. Thanks. Next week, I'm starting.
Gonna get some coral and fish and everything in there?
Yeah, we're getting a whole bunch of coral and fish, I think, from sea-dwelling creatures. So we're looking forward to it.
Oh, very cool. Is this office tank or is this like display?
Yeah, no, this is our office marine tank.
Yeah.
The reef. Yeah, we usually go through tanks every 6 to 8 months. But we're really excited to set this one up with the new lights.
Oh, very cool. All right. Kat's asking, tell us more about the tank in the background. Is that the new line coming out? What is the sizes, and is it an all-in-one?
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure the first tank to come out will be like a 20-inch cube. Mm-hmm. We'll have a couple different stand sizes, or stand colors, finishes. And then I know we'll have a 3-foot, a 4-foot. I think there's plans for a larger one, but I haven't heard yet. A lot of it will depend on, shipping and how freight rates are and all of that. Yep. But again, the goal really is to have this delivered where the sump's pre-plumbed, the pumps are installed, you move the tank up on it, the lights pre-wired, make it really easy for the installation.
Nice. Oh, well, it's definitely a super simple way to get into it. Now,
yeah.
Lots of people are loving your light mount in the background too. The one bar does look really slick.
Yeah, it's clean, and like I said, you can, if you wanted to, you can, angle the lights. You can swivel them, and then as we come out with some new lights, like the bars and stuff, that type of option makes it modular, makes it really easy for you to add more lights to it,
Nice.
or just change it up if you want to.
Oh, very cool. I like too that you can tilt the lights back a little bit and you don't actually see the light. So you just see the
Uh,
glow, you don't see the pucks. That's
yeah, it's very clean. You know, we always bring in the women in the office, and we're like, wait, this doesn't look too techy, right? And, no, it's very minimal. It's very clean. You know, hides all the cables, and like I said, a lot of it is it still offers that modularity that makes it easy to add on new lights.
no, very cool. So any new light, I mean, in theory, for the most part, you could add on more pucks anywhere down the line of that rail if you wanted.
Yep,
Yep.
you'll be able to add more, as you would call it, pucks or pods or the lights, and then, like I said, we'll have some LED bars that you will actually be able to connect to it as well.
So, okay, so you could have bar. Could you mix the bars and the pucks? Could
Yeah.
you build?
Oh, yeah. We'll have hybrid systems. We'll be coming out with all of that.
Excellent, excellent. All on nice sleek mounting arms.
Yeah, that and hanging kits, but
Mhm.
yeah, it all connects together. We wanted to make it really easy for people to be able to upgrade and change things around.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. Now, is the tank in the background? Is that one of the new ones in the kits, or is this one of the pre-existing ones you got?
No, this will be one of the sort of. I can't show the bottom yet. We're not done with it.
Okay.
But this is pretty much what the tank will look like. This is obviously this is a reclaimed wood finish stand.
Hmm.
This is what we sell with our Serene, but it's very popular. We'll probably have a black one and a white stand to go with it. But the tank itself, it's just an overflow box, and like I said, we'll be including the wave pumps, all that.
Yep. Oh, very cool. Yeah, the stand looks nice. I like that one. That's a good look. I could see that being a popular one.
It fits a lot of the modern decor right now.
No, exactly. Awesome. And then the other tank hiding behind you, is this one of the all-in ones?
More of just the cube tank we don't have ready at the show.
Okay.
I just wanted to show the light with the mounting option and the arm on it.
Yeah. No, very cool. Other question, with the part, this one that came up in the chat a while ago, were all the part tests, were they done in open air or in water?
Were the
part test? Yeah.
We use the apogemeter, and we do both. So
Okay.
we always will test it in water and we test it in air.
Okay.
What we have on our website is actually in water.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, because that way you can do the color or the I think they call it the water correction. We can do that setting with it.
Yep. No, very cool. Yeah, Apogee is a good one. I use the same one. Works
Okay.
super well.
Yeah, it does.
No. Excellent. So pricing again on them, because I already half forgot, but the 52 and the 90 watts.
Use like around $240, and then with the arm kit you can get it for around $275. The 90 watt, we don't have exact pricing yet, but it'll be under the $300 mark and should be with an arm like $350. But the 90 watt will include that swivel bracket.
Yep.
So you'll be able to just buy those and then attach them right to whether it's a hanging kit or one of the bigger arm systems that we have.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, no, that's a great price point for them. So I think they'll definitely have some popularity there.
Yeah, we hope so. And the color looks good, but yeah, we're really excited to. They're very sleek. We're really excited to come out with them.
No, awesome. How many of these lights can you put on the loop controller? Is there a limit?
28.
Oh, so you're pretty good. Now
Yeah,
that's
you
20.
unless you're who may want more, but yeah, you can connect 28 of them.
Huh. Okay, perfect. Now, is that loop devices? So it could be lights or pumps or.
That's lights.
Okay.
Pumps, I think you're 64. So
Oh, tons. Okay.
yeah, for a reef tank, you could, there's no limit there.
Okay, awesome. So tons and tons. Perfect. Does the light shimmer is one of the questions in the chat.
Yeah, it does. I've got them turned down. I don't know if we can see the shimmer here, but we can try. Let's see.
Yeah, it's always a bit harder to pick that one up on the camera, but
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know if you can probably pick that up.
yeah, you can see it a little bit. Yeah,
Shimmer.
you can see it a bit for sure.
The this is actually one of the dynamic modes, rolling clouds, where we fade the whites in and out,
Oh,
and
nice.
we'll fade the white on a very high intensity,
Hmm.
and it'll mimic like a rolling cloud across the tank. But you can see the shimmer.
Yeah, you definitely can. Nice. There you go. So they got shimmer.
Yep.
Um, okay, now for programming it throughout the day, is
Mhm.
there any limits, or I guess how many points you could program it? Not that you get too
Yeah.
crazy, but
So you do a sunrise,
hmm.
daylight, a sunset, and a moonlight.
Okay,
So you have a limit there as to how many you can do.
okay. And then when it changes, does it just change, or does it like slowly ramp over a period of time?
Between every photo period, there's a 15-minute
Okay,
ramp. So
nice.
you go in and basically with the app, you can set what color you want your daylight.
Hmm.
And at sunset, it'll ramp down 15 minutes into this.
Yep.
Same thing for moonlight, same thing for sunrise.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, we were really big trying not to shock everything.
Hmm. No, exactly. No, I like the smooth transition. Sometimes you see lights and they're too abrupt, but the nice gradual fade's a nice touch
Yeah,
always.
but too quick, you can see that it's like a stair step.
Yeah.
With ours, it's pretty gradual.
Okay, awesome. Makes me happy. Excellent. What else we got for questions in the chat? Who is selling them? Are they for sale yet?
Yes, they're available on our website, saltwateraquarium.com, and actually Bulk Reef Supply has them as well.
Nice.
They're not listed on Bulk Reef yet. They got, I think, caught up with Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So they told us that they would be listed by the end of the weekend. But Saltwater Aquarium has them as well.
Okay.
They've had them for a little while.
Okay, perfect. All right, so out on all the big guys so far, so that's awesome.
Yep.
And then, actually, you said they're on your website. Can people buy directly from Current USA?
Yep. We sell them directly on the website.
Nice. Excellent. That should be good. Yeah, so lots of people are in the chat are definitely digging the lights, so I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, it should be, popular. It's different, but we're really excited about the modularity and being able to swivel the lights, and it's just something different, in the industry.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, another Harkins Aquatics asking, how many lights or LEDs are in the moonlight, and what color are they?
The moonlight's the blue channel, so you're looking at anywhere between 420 and 460 nanometer.
Okay.
You can dial them all the way down to 1%.
Okay, so just super subtle blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. What's the warranty on them?
We have a 1 year, but people know with current, as long as they keep saltwater creep off of them, we extend them much longer than that.
Nice.
But they're completely watertight. They're not submersible, but they're watertight. And as long as it's not down on the water, or you're using it submersibly where salt all over it, all the components, even LED boards, customer could replace if needed.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's really easy to fix.
So you can upgrade it over time. You can get the LED boards, all of that.
Perfect. So they're pretty well. If you splash it, not a big deal. Just don't drop it in the water, and you're pretty much safe.
Ring, and like I said, there's no plastic, but as long as you don't drop them in the water, or have them running underwater, you should be good.
Yeah, common sense.
Surprised. We get a lot of a lot of salt coming back on lights.
Really, eh? Oof.
Yeah, they get a lot of. If you get them too low, you get a lot. Some people just, it's like they're running. I don't know. They got an air stone under it, and they'll get salt all up on it, but they don't understand that, the water will evaporate, and then the salt just cakes up on it, and you'd be surprised what we get back.
Be kind of funny to see. Okay, so you said
that's a whole episode right there.
That could be. You should send me some photos. That'd be funny.
I could send you. I could actually show you product, and then next thing will be, they'll have it next to a power cord and want to know why their arm's getting shocked while it's in the water, and you're like, it was salt creep.
Oh, hi. Okay, so inside, you said everything is basically user replaceable. So if you needed a part, you could replace the fan or the driver board or anything inside of it.
Yep, it's all plug and play. Yep.
Okay, awesome, nice and easy. Beautiful. All right, guys. Any other questions in the chat that I missed? Let me know, because I probably missed some. Does it have 120-degree lens per LED? Did you say it was 60 degree? 90?
80.
80 degrees. Okay.
Yep.
So 80-degree lenses. Excellent. Nope, not submersible.
Yeah, no, not submersible.
Water resistant, not proof.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, lots of people are definitely good comments on the mounting bar. Gold Slinger, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I'm just skimming through, see if there's any ones I missed.
No worries.
Yep. Yeah, lots of people are definitely digging the mounting system, though. Lots of comments on that. So
very soon. But yeah, we're really excited to come out with it.
no, excellent. And so yeah, they're all out now. The light bars, you said those are coming spring.
Yep.
Okay. And if for the tanks, are those spring side?
Sure will.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep.
Pretty good. And so people want to check out more. So Saltwater Aquarium has them, Bulk Reef Fly will, or currentusa.com.
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome, Mike. I appreciate.
Much. Yeah. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming on, and yeah, super cool to check them out.
Right on. Let me know if you got questions. They can always email us or reach out on Instagram or Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Appreciated. All right, guys. If there's any other questions afterwards, too, let me know in the comments below. We could always answer them after the stream later on. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Much appreciated.